originally in Henderson, Kentucky. Just wondering if you have any good stories about Bill's boy, Jamie. He gets a lot of flack, some deservedly, but as I know him in my personal life, I think he's a damn good guy and one of the biggest characters I've ever known. Thanks, Dutch. Now, we have talked about the story where you caught him driving underage.
Yeah. Well, he told me a story one time. He was in jail, and they all liked him. Jamie is a likable little bastard. You'll like him, and he'll talk to you like he has known you all his life. If you don't even know him, he'll come up and shake your hand, hug you. Hey, man. But he's never met a stranger anyway. So Jamie's done a lot of crazy stuff.
We may have talked about a couple of these. We may have talked about a couple of these on the show before.
Okay, one time he was in jail, and they were hired some painters to paint the jail. And Jamie says, "Hey, I can do that." They said, "What, paint?" "Yeah, I can paint." And then for the next week or two, they let Jamie paint the whole jail. And they said, "A beautiful job." And he said, "What else you need to do?" Because I guess he had 6 months to do, or some shit he'd done, some crazy stuff. Jamie's too much. Jamie, I brought him to Puerto Rico. Oh my God. What a mess he was there. Remember, I said going to Puerto Rico, if you have any kind of a drug problem, is the wrong thing to do. But he wanted to come. So he came down there. And I remember one time they did something in the ring, and the people started chasing him. They was in a stadium show. They went down to the ring. Jamie and his partner, Wolfie, they started running, and I don't know why they didn't run back to the dugout, but they ran out into outfield. And the gate opened up, and they ran all the way around and back in, and then ran through the front door to coming into the dressing room. And they said, "Damn, he's about ready to catch." He said they was about ready to catch us. Jamie's too much. He is too much. I would have to think of some stories. But man,
I'll tell you the ones that we know. We know the underage driving one where you caught him.
Yes.
We know the one why he was paid so little for WrestleMania that year. Do you know what? I've never asked. Just like apart from all the stories and everything like that, how was Jamie as just a pure wrestler? Because I only saw him really. I mean, a tiny bit in the USWA, a tiny bit in the WWF. But man, when he was against the Road Warriors in the WWF, he was there to get beaten up. But man, what a personality.
Well, he's the show himself. He's the show. He'd stand up and he'd beat the guy up and he'd do the little strut. No, you want to kill him. Because everybody in the crowd thought they could beat his ass. And the thing is, everybody in the crowd was probably right. But he was in the ring doing something and pissing them off. Because he'd make you mad. Because, and I want to have him here for our podcast, but you got to run him down. So if we announce him, we may have him or we may not. Because Jamie thinks nothing of, not holding to an obligation. He could tell you, yeah, and he may mean, yeah, I'll show up, or yeah, I'm going to the bar. So, but he's a crazy guy. And I hope he's with us. His mother died and his sister died. And that was Bobby Eden's wife, the sister, Donna. It was her name. And then his mother died. And I hope Jamie's with us for quite some time, because he isn't actually an undiscovered treasure. He really is. But he's so likable. You can't hate him unless you knew him, and then you'd hate him. You'd probably hate him even more.